He was born a simple man over 80 years ago. When he was young, he farmed the land when the work was hard and slow. Knew the earth could read the winds, his bones told him of rain. He'd stand tall out in the field, never knew him to complain. Did his part in the big war, served his country proud. Lord, he was a big man with a voice both firm and loud. Those strong hands in blue overalls, I remember them so well. And he always had a funny one to tell. Well, some said that he was crazy, some said that he was blind, 'cause they knew he'd speak his mind. And he'd always say, remember boy, just take it day to day. And he lived his life that way. In the shadows of Lake Michigan, just north of Manistee, for over 50 summers, that's where he had to be. And the year that he tried peaches and the prices hit the ground, that fall he went out with an axe and cut those damn trees down. But he never seemed to worry much, 'cause he always seemed to know that the springtime would bring better days and other fruit to grow. Never talked much about the past or the things that he had done. He'd just smile and say, I've only just begun. Well, some said that he was crazy, some said that he was blind, 'cause they knew he'd speak his mind. And he'd always say, remember boy, just take it day to day. And he lived his life that way. In his later years I met him when his farming days were done. Each day he'd be out in the yard before the morning sun, or on the back porch in the summertime with Mary by his side, or on Sundays in the afternoon when they'd always take their ride. But in the last few months I watched him and he seemed to somehow change. He kept fighting hard against the odds as his body quickly aged. Then one day in winter, when it fell to 10 below, his heart just stopped beating in the snow. Well, some